Let's talk about our births now. You knew I was adopted. You knew how I was born. You knew I was taken at 3 weeks of age. The host family, the Colemans. But when did I was born? January 8th, 1953. And did the government know about us? Absolutely. If you'll see right here in my Roswell Bible, this is open to the public. You see the date right there. January 9th, 1953. It's called the Eisenhower Memo. They knew. You can see that. It's been released through the Freedom of Information Act, but they were preparing for us. They were preparing for our arrival. There was 31 of us born on January 8th, 1953, almost at the same time. So how do I know this to be exact? Well, I want you to look again at the dates. Let me pull this off. Set that right there. I want you to look at the dates right there. January 10th, 1953. See all that? See all that? Let me read it to you. Office of Director. And I didn't get this until 1998 from the Truman Library in its private collection. Things that the public cannot see, but they keep it stored there. For the simple reason is, it's there for a reason. We are locating everyone that has been notified at this time. We have especially found the third child at this time. That was me. This male child is in Lakeland, Florida, and a team and host family are waiting for your reply. The administration staff has been notified at this time. The following procedures must be taken for these children as instructed by the Vatican. No harm or disruptive measures to be taken. Once the child has been taken, all care is administered. Contact the following protocol as trained for. Reply to this office as soon as possible and take the children to the assigned areas, in other words, the host family. The twins have not been any problem as told to directors. Now the twins have already been retrieved. And where? I told you, High Bridge. And how do I know? Well, it says so. They have been placed in High Bridge, New Jersey at this time from where they have been born. Well, they wasn't born in High Bridge. They just were living there at the time. Implications of national security must be maintained at all times. All law agencies have been ordered to stand down until the extractions are completed. This shall fall under the highest classification as possible and notified once completed. May I remind you, strict attention must be made to the male children as it is stated that one, and possibly two, are the reported Abyddonius beings. Comply with trained protocol with discretion and safety classifications again under Umbra G19. President notification, Alan Dulles, who is the acting CIA director. Well, what is Umbra? Umbra is the highest classification within the government's intelligence system. G19 is security clearance. Only a select few within the government intelligence at the time, and even still today, are privy to know this. This has been the big secret. Keep it hush-hush, because this not only is going to disturb religion as, well, most are taught, but it will also disturb society worldwide. And Jesus said, I'm going to return one day. And, well, the Bible does say that, doesn't it? Absolutely. But it just doesn't say when. Of course, I know what most of the religion and the theological scholars will say. Well, brother, you don't know the Bible as much as you think you know. Well, I do know the Bible better than anybody, and I say that with very confidence. Now, I know what it says in Matthew 24, verses 33, 32, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37. It says, and I quote, "No man knows the day or the hour." The day or the hour of what? For it also says, as in the days of Noah. Yeah, as in the days of Noah. But where is my evidence? I'm proving it. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm showing you what the government knew. They knew that we were arriving. Me and my brothers and sisters, all 31 of us, born within 20 minutes apart on January 8, 1953. Was that a coincidence? I don't think so. And I would get to meet them in later years, talk with them, play with them, laugh, sing songs, draw pictures. Hey, when's our father coming? Do you know? Yeah, we know. We knew. And he's been here many times. Well, who is this father? So, our father is named Thor. But the Sumerians knew him as Jabba. Well, who is Jabba? Well, Opera Anu Jabba, Jehovah, Thor. The Greeks called him Thor because he was the alleged mythical god that would come down and save the people, come down with thunder and lightning. Kind of like what the Bible says, a little bit. But the Bible also said his name was Jah. The Sumerians called him Jabba because that was in the Sumerian cuneiforms, their clay tablets, their writing system. Because not only did the gods of creation came down, they knew exactly where they came down from, the Pleiades. And these gods, beings, walked among the people. After all, the people were their children, their creation. But here we were, being brought back here at a time, a Pacific time, that would not delay. Thor is our father. He's your father. And this is never told in its entirety. I'm trying my best to show it to you and tell it to you in its entirety. But if we are to understand this, we have to know the specific names, we have to know the specific time frames, we have to know the specific locations and events that were taking place. Many things were happening at the time. The MJ-12 documents were discussing the retrieval of the craft that crashed. But we're going to go right in here. The briefing, the Cutler briefings of the Majestic